Good morning, Bates. It's Thursday, and it is a lot warmer. I mean, not a whole lot warmer, but it is warmer than yesterday.
Yeah, I appreciate any bit of warmness that we get, especially as we're going into winter.
Yeah, yep. The sun's out. Sun was out yesterday, but it's gonna be much more. What do you call it? Better. Just an overall better temperature today, being outside. A little bit more sun on the face. I think it's gonna get into the 50s, hopefully.
Absolutely.
So that's gonna be great weather for our fifth grade Hub Connects starting at 9 a.m. today, and it will be the last one of the fall. So can't wait to see those guys out there having fun running around.
Mhm.
I'm sure Mr. Robinson has a ton of games ready to go, and it should be a good one. What do you
Yeah,
think,
and even,
Fonseca?
I absolutely agree. And even that's getting a little bit warmer, we are starting to go into winter. And so be prepared if you're coming in to, that if you're going outside for Hub Connects or you're going on Friday, you're coming in and you're wearing warm clothes, gloves if you need them. Or also if you're an in-person student and you're going out to recess, just make sure you're coming to school wearing really warm clothes, wearing a coat, wearing gloves so that you'll be warm out during recess as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you have a hat, make sure you have gloves, your jacket zips up properly. And before you run out to recess, make sure you have all those things from your locker or your desk, wherever you're keeping those items, because we don't want you to miss out on recess. You have to go back in the building to get gloves and mittens. We
Exactly.
want you to be prepared. So make sure you remember that.
Absolutely. Being prepared is going to make your experience out there at recess a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again on Monday we'll have a pre-recorded Beacons of the Week. So that means on Friday, students who are remote students will be named who are named Beacon of the Week. We'll pre-record that at 1:30 on Friday. So your teacher will let you know if you've been selected. And those students who are in person will record you at 12 o'clock on Friday. So we'll have a pre-recording, but it will be posted on Monday morning announcements as Beacons of the Week, so you can represent your houses.
Awesome. Great. And so, in addition to Beacons of the Week, we're going to shout out the students that correctly got the flag. For yesterday, it was the flag of Ghana. And the students that got it were Joshua Zimmerman, Fernando Frazao Farias, Callie Sherman, Danielle Walinga, Dylan Dulong, Eric Rentas, and Sai and Canny Beauchamp. Really good job getting the flag of Ghana. I'm going to share my screen. One student almost got it, but actually said the flag of Senegal. And the reason was because many of these flags in the continent of Africa look very similar. The nations chose similar flags. So you can see here, here's the flag of Ghana, and here's the flag of Senegal, which one student mistook for the flag of Ghana. And that's because Ethiopia was actually the first to use these colors, this yellow, green, and red, as their national flag, and other nations in the continent of Africa started using too. And we call these the Pan-African colors because, well, many of these nations decided to use the same colors to represent their nation. All right, but for today, I want to share a completely new and different flag. So it is going to be this flag.
Ooh, did you give it away?
Let's see if anybody rewinds and
Do
catches it.
not rewind. Do not rewind the morning announcement today.
Exactly. So this flag has got some special history behind it too. This flag has an olive branch right in the center of it, which is a symbol of peace. And this olive branch is because this country had a war for 30 years. The red on it also represents the blood that was shed during that war. Even today, there's still conflicts in the region of this country. This country also got its name originally from the color red, and it's a Greek word that means red. And the reason they chose the color red for the name of the country is because it's located very closely to the Red Sea. So, do all our research, see if we can figure out which country has this flag as their national flag.
All right. So then we're going to use some of our core values, and making sure that we're using honesty. We're not going to go back and rewind. So we want you to, know what the country's flag is, but we want you to do it, and make sure you're doing it, without going back and being a sneak, if you will. But we trust you guys, right? Our Bates community, we trust you. We know you're going to do the right thing, because that's what you do best. Mr. Fonseca, anything else you have, moving forward this week?
That's it. Just continue coming in, continue bringing that energy, continue following all the expectations, especially for wearing masks, again, covering your mouth and nose, making sure you're using the hand sanitizer as you come into the school. You keep all these things up, we're going to be able to keep each other healthy and safe.
Yep. And in terms of mask, we need to use, a typical mask that goes, over the mouth and on the nose. All right. We're not going to use gaiters. Gaiters or bandanas. Those type of masks are not going to be allowed at school. There is some science around that it does actually increase the rate of transmission with the particles getting kind of soaked up into the fabrics. So make sure gaiter masks, which are kind of like a tube that goes around it and it goes around your neck, correct? It kind of goes up. I don't have one here. And then a bandana. I think we all know what a bandana is. The same thing. You kind of look like you're robbing a bank. All right. So those are also not going to be allowed at school. So we want to use a typical mask. We do have extras. So if you come in and you forget, not a big deal. We have those for you. And we can make sure that you're safe and we get you to class ASAP.
Yep, so these are what gaiter masks would look like. These are the kinds of masks we don't want to use. Instead, what we do want to use is we want to use these regular, they can be their cloth,
Yep.
or they can be paper masks that you're using to cover up your mouth and your nose. You might be wondering why Mr. Softic and myself are not wearing them right now, and that's because we're both 6 feet away from anyone else in our offices with the window open, so we've got fresh air circulating. In that situation, it's okay for us to have them off, but because you're going to be with your classmates for the whole day, you want to make sure that you're always having your mask on unless your teacher gives you a mask break.
Absolutely. It's really important we do that so we're all safe, so we can be in school as long as possible, especially during those winter months when everyone's inside. We want to make sure we have good airflow and using our masks when we don't, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So next week is Thanksgiving week. That means that on Wednesday we have a half day. So dismissal will be at 10:40 for both our remote and in-person learners. So that means all remote classes will end at 10:40, and dismissal time at school will be at 10:40 as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
All right.
And there'll be a little bit more information around transportation, but we're going to work with our staff to make sure that everyone gets home safely on that day.
Absolutely.
All
We
right.
hope that you're looking forward to this little break. Hopefully, you get to spend time with your families, and we can't wait to have you back after the break.
Absolutely. But we still got a lot of work to do before we can play hard. We got to work hard, and that starts today. Sorry. So let's have a great Thursday. Let's finish the week strong. And when Mr. Fonseca can take it away, we can start the day.
Absolutely. So, as always, it's a great day to be great.